Hello, everybody. We welcome you into Cardinal Sports Live. I'm Derek Palaki.
And I'm Spencer Conlon.
Spence, what do you get when you cross two good-looking hosts, a desk, and sports?
What's that, Derek?
Cardinal Sports Live, and it starts right now. Welcome you back into Cardinal Sports Live. I guess I'm the good-looking Derek Palaki.
And I'm the good-looking Spencer Conlon.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Now, Spence, a lot of action, SUNYAC action happened over the past week. Some good, some bad, based on men's and women's sports, but just phenomenal all the way through.
Yeah, and we'll start with the women's. First time hosting the SUNYAC tournament and the first time getting that title this weekend.
Unbelievable. Coach Cheryl Cole, what she has done with her athletes this year. You look back 4 or 5 years, they were a single-digit winning team. 22 wins now with SUNYACs involved. Incredible.
Yeah, and she's really held those girls together, working hard with Brittany Marshall, and she's just done a really great job. And speaking of Coach Cole, she is this year's SUNYAC Coach of the Year. So that's pretty special.
Just unbelievable how that really works. Incredible.
Yeah, and we have a special thing this semester here on Cardinal Sports Live. Get to kind of put these coaches in the spotlight. They work hard all year long, and this year, Coach Cole, like I said, SUNYAC title. Colin Bentley caught up with her last weekend.
Welcome to this season's first segment of Coach's Corner on Cardinal Sports Live. I'm here with head coach of the Lady Cardinals, Coach Cole. How's it going?
It's going well, thanks, Colin.
Just 4 seasons ago, you had a rough season, 9-10, a little bit of a rebuilding year. Take me through the process of getting from that point to the point where we are now.
Well, it's a lot of commitment, a lot of work, a lot of recruiting, a lot of our players, buying into a system, and which is an all year round kind of commitment. It's not just during the season. If you want to be great, if you want to do big things, you've got to commit to lifting out a season. You got to commit to working on your weaknesses. Everybody likes to walk in the gym and work on their strengths. That doesn't usually, help the rest of the game. So it's a process, and really developing your leadership, of course, over the course of the time, and those things take time, and learning, for us, it was learning how to win those close games.
So to start this season off, you get an invitation to go play in the Williams Tip-Off Tournament. First 2 games, you lose there. You don't end up losing only 3 more for the rest of the season. But after those first 2 losses, did you think you'd be in the position you are now?
Well, that tournament, we played Williams last year, and they were a Final Four team last year. Right. We played them here on our floor, and we were up 16 at halftime, and they pretty much, took it to us in the second half. And we realized, well, you know what, we might have some ability to do some things. So when I had the opportunity, and I know the coach there well, and we wanted to reciprocate the date, so we went and played in their tournament, and I knew, I easily could have scheduled this a cupcake or an easier tournament where we could have got 2 wins. But the bottom line was, with scheduling that tournament, I knew I'd play some of the best teams at least in the East, and I knew it would make us better later on. Did I want to be 0-2? Nope. But I'd rather have been 0-2 and lose to those great teams and help our team understand what things we had to be better at than to been 2-0 and just kind of winning easily, because we wouldn't have been challenged. We wouldn't have gotten their attention to really pay attention to the detail and the focus that we needed. So
you get to host the SUNYAC tournament this weekend. What are the keys going into this weekend?
The keys for us is, for our players, is just to lock in to avoid all the distractions, and I thought we did a great job of that last weekend. So again, we want to lock into, the scout report, lock into, stay into what we do well, 40 minutes. You know, just come out and play like we do, and we played with great energy this past weekend. So we're looking for that great energy. We're hoping we have this gym packed and they're all screaming for us, because our returners remember very well when last year when New Paltz hosted the Final Four, this similar tournament last year. Their gym was packed, absolutely packed. There wasn't a lot of people cheering for us, but at the same point, it was a great atmosphere. And you know, the level of the game was intense. It was a great game. Like I said, we lost by a little. It hurt, but we're hoping to have that this weekend. We're hoping that, you know, we have our home crowd, and we've had a great crowd along the way. Hopefully, we can get some more people, you know, in the gym for us, and you know, because we're ready to play, and we're ready to, hopefully, be playing on Saturday.
All right. Well, great season so far, and good luck doing that this weekend.
Colin. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on the show.
You bet.
That's a great report from Colin Bentley. We thank him with Coach Cole. But let's get into the action this past weekend. The women's basketball team hosted for the very first time the Cortland team. And here comes Cortland's Phoebe Baines, but Misha Green says no to that. Putting up a good defensive stand. Plattsburgh now working their way around the outside. Linder to Reifinger to Brittany Marshall, who drains it for three. Plattsburgh is up 43-40. Cortland's Phoebe Baines again answers back with one of her own right here. Put it up midway through the second. Plattsburgh again working the outside. Linder puts one up right here. And it's good for three, giving Plattsburgh 46-43 lead. Plattsburgh again driving up the court here. Marshall puts one up in the paint for two. Plattsburgh is up now 5 points with 10:15 left to play. Good game for her there. This is familiar sight. Plattsburgh working the outside. Brittany Marshall says, why not? And sinks it for three. Cortland tries to answer back, but misses here. And they're going to miss again here. But third time's a charm. They get it in there for three. Check this one out. Brittany Marshall is going to get her way around three defenders here, putting it up 4-2. And the Plattsburgh took that one 69-61. And they're moving on to play Geneseo Saturday.
Yes, they are going to play Geneseo. They did play Geneseo, I should say. Those games happened over the past weekend when they took on the Geneseo Blue Knights in their first ever SUNYAC championship game. Now, they've never been there before, and they've never hosted it, so you got to believe they were coming out and they were ready to go. Let's check out the action now against the Geneseo Blue Knights. 2-0 versus Geneseo this year. Cardinals got going early. Brittany Marshall gets this one to go, but you notice she hits the floor after obviously still suffering from the ankle injury from the last game. She would return, don't worry. Moments later, it's Jax Miller with some impressive dribbling, puts this one up from her hometown of Argyle, it looks like, and gets it to go. Her only points of the day. Later, Payne with a nice dish to Tequila Lloyd, who puts that one in, her only two of the day herself. Later on, it's Payne with the nice dish to Tequila Lloyd, who puts that one in. No, we're way off there. Brittany Marshall for three. It's good. I don't know what I'm talking about. Second half now. Let's go. Check this play out. Off the miss. Payne takes it the length of the court, and she's going to dish it to her senior counterpart, Brooke Reifinger, who lays it up for two. Payne now doing it all herself here after we see Reifinger doing it all herself. And Olay's a defender here, as you're going to see. Hello. And she gets that one to fall. She had 19 points and 7 boards. Wouldn't be a game without Devona Paul. Off her own miss, she'll fight for the board, get it, and she's going to get the second chance opportunity to go. Geneseo still up one. Misha Green picks it off and takes it the length of the court. She had 12 rebounds on the day to go with those 2 points. The Cardinals would roll from there and take it 57-52 to win their first ever SUNYAC championship. Brittany Marshall would be given MVP honors. You got to believe. I mean, the stats weren't necessarily there for Brittany Marshall. I mean, the way the game Kathleen Payne had looked like the nod was going to go to her, but coming back from that ankle injury like Brittany Marshall did, got to give it to her.
Well deserved, and that's been a theme all season long with their courage and their dedication to the sport and the team. They've been doing it all season long, and that goes to show right there. Getting an ankle injury and dealing with it, coming back and playing, and working for your team.
How about that Kathleen Payne Olay one against Cortland? I give that a 10. Don't know if you can see it. Got to get a marker next time. I'll give it a 10, though. Phenomenal. But we've got to take a break. If you're not watching Cardinal Sports Live, you're doing something wrong. Stick around. We'll be right back. trailer jackknifed on the 40 today, leaving the 4
This is boring generic television. The type of stuff you don't want to watch. Room my guy. PSTV is what you want to watch. You know why? Because it's awesome. Look at this thing. It's huge.
Welcome back to Cardinal Sports Live. As we're doing a little housekeeping here, got a lot of papers. We'll take care of that next time. It's time to get into some hockey, though, not sweeping. You ever heard of deja vu? Cardinals took on Geneseo for the second Oswego for the second time in a week in the SUNYAC semifinals. Early on, it was the goaltending of Matt Zawadzki that kept the Lakers in it, reminiscent of the game just a week ago. Deja vu. Matthew Cadeau came to play as well. Denton King sets off the pass. Can't get it past Cadeau. Physical game as always between these two heated rivals. No love lost. Cardinals now on the power play. It's Emmerling to Fox to Alex Jensen right in front. He buries it for the 1-0 lead in the second period. Much like the first game, Plattsburgh got on the board first, looking to go to their 4th straight title game. Third period now. Lakers on their own power play. Nick Revate, shot from the blue line, doesn't go. Titanic brings it around, gives it to Mike Montagna, who does the rest. Lakers tie it up at 1 apiece. Just 4 minutes later, very similar to the earlier goal, Andrew Barton tries to center it off a Botting stick, and Josh Campano gets it underneath Cadeau. Lakers now with a 2-1 lead. Final minutes. Cardinals looking for the tie. Oswego obviously excited. Come on, fast forward, here we go. Looking for the tie, and Zawadzki showed why he's in the net for the Lakers right now. Huge scrum in front of the net for the puck. Still alive, Cardinals fighting for it, doing everything they can. Nick Jensen coming up, hold on, got to get around the net again. This one took a while. You're going to see Nick Jensen with an opportunity right here, but he whiffs, and that's going to do it for the Cardinals. The Lakers get the puck, and they win this one. They're going to take on the Geneseo Knights this Saturday in Geneseo for the SUNYAC Championship. For the first time in my 4 years here, I was trying to go out 4 in a row, like me being here, couldn't get it.
Very disappointing. They put up a lot of wins. They chalked up a lot of wins. Played very well, away, home, wherever they played well. And it's really disappointing they couldn't get it done this weekend.
It's exceptionally disappointing because it's Oswego, it's the rival. The stars of the season, though, as you see Alex Jensen, Alex Brenton, and what does Dylan Fox say? Yep, it's old, but darn it, it's still fresh in my mind. Great to see those athletes this year really stepping up.
Very much so, and like I said, you can't say much. Very disappointing after the hard work and effort they put in the season.
It really is disappointing to see. Like I said, we go back to the fact that it's Oswego. They played them, 3 times this year. They lost 2 at home. That's crushing. I believe they did win the 1 on the road. Tough season for the men. We're going to see if they can get an NCAA at-large bid. We don't know how it's looking. Depends on how they play, how Geneseo and the Oswego game goes. Women's hockey, though, got to give them some love. Finally, good job for them. They are playing well.
Been tearing it up nonstop. How about Sydney Evison in the goal? 94% save rate. She's been dominant, not letting in any goals. And there she is right there.
Yep.
Got stars of the season. We got Shannon Stewart in there and Bridget Bailsey. So well-deserving there. And
now with women's hockey, they've got some work to do. They're going to take on Utica College on the 8th. That's 2 days from now.
Yep.
Today's the 6th. Got to get a calendar. They take on Utica on the 8th. The winner of that game goes to the ECAC West Finals, and they'll take on either Elmira or Oswego. Now you look at it, Utica comes in 17-8-1. Now, if you're Plattsburgh and you beat Utica, who do you want to play?
Who knows? We'll find out soon. But we got some men's basketball we also got to talk about this weekend. They had a little bit of a disappointing, but the men's basketball team went into this year's SUNYAC Championship tournament with a conference record of 15-3. First opponent of the tournament, the Geneseo Knights. The Cards came out early with Correa sinking a deep three on the first possession of the game. All 5 starters were contributors to the 16-9 lead the Cards held halfway through the first. Correa had an excellent first half, going 4 of 8 from the field and 4 of 7 from deep. The Cards were down 32-31 at the half. John Perez and Ezra Hodgson joined this fun in the second half, with both scoring 13 points of their own. The Cards got by with a 73-69 win over the Geneseo Knights to move on to the next round of the tournament.
And like he said they would, after the win against Geneseo, the Cardinals took on Brockport in the championship game the following day. Plattsburgh stormed out to a 37-21 first-half lead on the strong play of Ezra Hodgson and John Perez, who had 16 and 15 points, respectively. But that's why you play the second half. Brockport stormed back themselves and tied the game at 56 with only 35 seconds left. From there, the game took a page from the '93 Michigan Wolverines playbook with just 2 seconds left, and the game tied. Chris Manning called for a timeout he didn't have. Brandon Carruthers for Brockport would hit one of his 2 free throws, and the Golden Eagles would go on to win the SUNYAC championship 57-56.
Disappointing there. They beat them Friday. Didn't get it done on Saturday. Very disappointing, much like the hockey team. But what are you going to do?
I guess
Good season, though.
It's a woman's world, I guess, this year.
Yes, definitely here in Plattsburgh. That's for sure. That is for sure.
Oh, it was really tough to see. I mean, the men had the lead. They're up big in the first half, and then they just gave it away.
Yep, absolutely. And that technical foul at the end, what a sour taste in their mouth at the end of the season, huh?
Yes, but guess what? It's not just about
done.
this. Oh, that. They're going to play at home. We've got some spring sports to talk about,
That's right.
Spencer.
We got
Come
some
on now.
lacrosse. Frigid temperatures and even some snow were present throughout much of the matchup, not very spring-like, between Plattsburgh and Middlebury College. Middlebury started this one off strong with a 4-1 lead over the Cards. At the end of this one, Plattsburgh made some noise in the second and third quarter, scoring 5 goals. That wasn't enough, however, with Middlebury up 8 and 6 at the end of the third. Junior James Reed had 2 goals on the day, while Tim Lawrence, Tom Duggan, Brendan Dam, and Anthony Pafadoni and Josh Oliver contributed 1 goal each. The Cards get their first loss of the season in this non-conference matchup, falling to Middlebury 9-7.
Tough loss there, definitely. Like we said, for some, it's
Women's
good.
world.
The women, though, tell ya, maybe if they had a team, they'd get a win. We got to take a break, though. When we come back, it's not just Coach Cole we talked to. We caught up with Coach Tom Curl as well. We'll show you that and more when we come back. Stick around.
You know, there are a lot of hardworking people here at PSTV, and I'm sure they're out there somewhere. I'm not one of them myself, you see. While everyone else is out there working diligently to make sure you have quality TV programming 7 days a week, I'm sitting here eating this imaginary sandwich. It's actually just 2 slices of bread. Watch PSTV.
Hey Tommy, what's up?
Devona, how you doing? How's everything?
Doing great.
This
Glad to be
kid
back.
Baker, chump and a half
Yeah, he's a
shell. I'm
freaking
telling you.
weirdo. He
He's
left
such
the
a
tags on.
Hey Baker, Anthony, we were just talking about you. It's gonna be a great season with you, man. It's gonna be a great season with you. Yeah. I
What is good
swear,
with the Amazon
she just
girl?
comes
What
over
is
here,
that?
jabba,
The jungle
chewing
creature.
my ear off. I
Ah,
can't
well,
get enough of
hey,
her.
I'll see you
Yeah,
later, bro.
great season. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Good God, a bunch of jamokes, I swear.
So I was wondering what you were doing on Monday night.
Oh, Mondays? Sorry, Mondays aren't good for me. I'm busy Monday.
What do you say, you and this nice little collared shirt come with me to the movies Monday?
Oh, Mondays are not good. I have a thing Monday night.
So, you ready for tonight?
I'm always ready.
Welcome back into Cardinal Sports Live. Now, like we talked about, it's not just Coach Cole. We got to show Coach Tom Curl some love. I was able to catch up with him a few days ago going into the NCAAs. Let's take a look right now. Here at our second Coach's Corner, our interview today, coach of the men's basketball team, Tom Curl. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Now, you're in your second straight NCAA. You're hosting again. How's that feel?
It's pretty exciting. I think it's exciting, obviously, for the program, for the players, and hopefully it creates a real buzz and an excitement on campus as well with the student body.
Let's look at this team, though. You lost Reggie Williams at the beginning of the season. You lost him technically last season. You lost Jordan Moody partway during the season. You lost Chamoy to injury and Shavar Fields to off the court issues. How has this team been able to come together and get to the NCAA and win effectively all year?
Well, we've had 9 different guys lead us in scoring. I'd like to see if anybody else can match that nationally at any level. You know, what we do, we've done. We've often said that the heart and soul of this team has been John Perez and Chris Manning, just in terms of our leadership.
So you start off with MIT, and you go on from there if you win, obviously, one and done. What's the plan for them, and second follow-up question to that, how can you guys make a deep run this year?
Well, MIT is huge. They start 6'8", 6'8", 6'6", 6'6", and their point guard is, I think, 6 foot. But, I mean, they've got as much size as any Division III team in the country. They're bigger than most Division I teams in terms of starting lineup. That being said, we've got a lot of quickness, we've got a lot of athleticism, we've got a high level of skill. And so some of it's going to be in that game, rebounding, making sure we rebound, getting up and down the floor, making sure that we run our sets properly and shot selection.
Let's talk about personality for a second. I've heard it through the grapevine, through some players, even Coach Cole, that you're quite the lyrical master there, rap you like to do, I guess, on the bus there. I've heard, I mean.
Yeah, but yeah, once in a while I can get after somebody, but they got to come at me first. I can't just do it on the spot.
Oh, you can't give us one right now?
No, I can't, not on the spot. Somebody's got to come at me first. If they come at me, my creative juices get flowing.
The creative juices come flowing then.
Right now, I'm in you know, cooperative mode. But if you get me, you know, if you try to come at me with rap, I've got something for you.
Well, that's great. Coach, we wish you the best of luck this weekend. We hope you go far. This has been our second Coach's Corner with men's basketball coach Tom Curl. Coach, thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Fortunately, couldn't get him to rap, and I'm not a lyricist myself, so I was not about to bevy into that, but we've got to take a short break. Let's wrap up this segment. There we go. Stick around.
Available on PSTV.
We can't do that. This isn't a promo.
Yo tengo una idea. Ya te saben, Facebook, pstv.com, entra ya. ¡Pah! Fuimos. Ya, terminé. ¡Woo!
You know, I think he's onto something.
Hello.
Oh, hi. You want to take this? Go ahead.
We got Coach's Spotlight. Now it's time for the Senior Spotlight. Colin Bentley caught up with a senior that is a surprise to us and to you.
Welcome to this week's edition of Senior Spotlight. I'm here with men's soccer player Tom Green. Tom, how's it going?
Good. How you been?
Good, thanks. So this past season, you guys had a great season. Ended up winning the SUNYAC championship, going on to the NCAA tournament. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. Coming into the season, we lost like seven seniors or something, and they're all like crucial players. So it was really interesting to see what our team was going to bring next year. And everyone stepped up, and it worked out well for us in the end.
Mm-hmm. And I spoke to you about this before, but after you guys win, you come home, you go to, at least a lot of members on the team go to the ice hockey game, and you guys end up getting a standing ovation there. Mm-hmm. How did that feel?
That was actually when it hit in that we actually won, because we played at Cortland, so when we won, we were just celebrating on their field with not many fans there. Mm-hmm. And then when we came home, it actually felt like we were part of something after that.
Mm-hmm. So looking into the off-season here, what are some of the things that the team gets into in the off-season to prepare?
Well, right now they're playing soccer in an indoor facility for turf. And they're working out every day, just trying to stay in shape and everything.
Mm-hmm. Your senior year, you know, you graduate in May. What's been changed over like the 4 years that you've been here? What has changed for the program?
I guess our style of play has changed a lot because now, since I came in my freshman year, we had a bunch of big guys like six something, like 200 pounds. Now we got a little of short, fast guys.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably the only difference that really changed.
Mm-hmm. You think that's better, or?
It's better in a way. They're more quick and skilled a little bit, but at the same time, defense, you still need the big guys. But
let's talk about this play that ended up being on SportsCenter's top 10 this past season, a bicycle kick from one of your teammates, Fabio. What were your thoughts on that?
That was probably the most amazing goal I've ever seen, especially in overtime, to have him attempt to do that instead of just trap it and shoot it in. So it's pretty crazy.
With this next season coming up in the fall, what do you think some fans here at Plattsburgh have to look forward to?
I think next year's team is really going to kill it. I think they're going to be in the finals, and hopefully they'll make it past the first round of NCAAs.
Okay, that would be great. Well, thanks so much for joining us. That's all we have here for Senior Spotlight. Back to you guys.
Thank you. Colin Bentley, once again, does phenomenal work, but we're reaching the end here. Let's look at the schedule.
We got women's hockey going on this weekend. On Friday, they're playing Utica College at 3:30 p.m. They're in Plattsburgh, so that's going to be a good game there. And we're going to wait and see who wins Elmira Oswego to see who they play in the finals, if they reach the finals, which I'm sure they will.
Now, as for men's basketball, the NCAAs are here. Happy times are here again. Now, they're going to take on the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. They're going to come all the way from Cambridge. That's going to be an interesting game. And Husson, who they played last year, will take on Eastern Connecticut State. So winner plays winner, and then the men's basketball is done for the NCAAs.
And you can't forget about
here.
the women's.
You cannot forget about the women's.
Yes, they're playing Roger Williams University, going up to Maine for that game. So we wish them luck.
Yes, and now before we leave you tonight, I'd like to announce I will not be here next week. I will be in sunny Los Angeles. Yes, you can cry. So Spencer, you're the man of the show. Keep the desk clean. No wild parties, young man. Colin Bentley will be in for me next week. I hope he doesn't take my seat. I kind of like it. It's kind of comfortable. Wish you the best of luck.
Yes,
next week with Colin Bentley.
You, but Colin Bentley will do great. Because look at those reports he turns out, huh?
Yes, and that's all the time we have today for Spencer Colin. I'm Derek Palaki. You folks take care. And for Los Angeles, we leave you with raining papers.